Oh,
Hello, and welcome back to EPIC Osu Tournament Round of 16. We have a match today of SPARKLYFAIRY400 versus MALTESER. I'm joined by Nate. Hello.
Hello, nice to have you on the cast. This is also my first time casting today. I was unfortunately away for the last match, but we're here now, and that's what's important. This is going to be a banger match. We actually could not decide which match to stream beforehand because there's just too many good players in this tournament.
Yeah, this is probably the most impressive bracket we've had in terms of like the skill variance being so sort of shrunken down. We've got such close together players all playing at a very similar level. Some more than others. Obviously, there's always going to be those at the top and those at the bottom. But it means that we've got such a selection of matches to watch where no matter what we pick, we know we're going to get to watch something really fun, something close, something that could be genuinely going to tiebreaker almost on all of them. And in this one in particular, we have the well-known speed tapping man that he is, MALTESER.
Oh my god.
Versus the... oh my god. MALTESER rolled a 98 and Humster or SPARKLYFAIRY rolled a 100. That is impressive. Yeah, so MALTESER, the very tapping focused, very speed mindset man versus SPARKLYFAIRY, a 5-digit tournament player. One of the best 5-digit tournament players in the UK, like comfortably. Yeah. There is a lot of strength there. There are a lot of 5-digit tournament players that are really strong, but he is definitely near the top. He does not like speed, so I think there's going to be a lot of difference in skill set here, which means we're going to see a lot of back and forth of these picks.
Yeah, there's definitely a lot of 5-digit T-rankers that we've seen in this tournament, and 4-digit even, right? There just seems to be a lot of people who are way too good for where they belong, right? But MALTESER, I think, is no stray, right? He's here, he's C10, which one could say maybe a bit underseeded, but at the same time, with the caliber of players that are in this tournament, it's just kind of insane, right?
It says
MALTESER C10. Like,
that says enough. He's the lower seed.
Yeah.
MALTESER is the lower seed. An UK OWC player for multiple years in a row, and he's the underdog technically. What is happening at EPIC? It's gone from this small little group of people kind of throwing some face, good match, to this is a very competitive tournament. We've got a very competitive group of people all here to show what they can do.
Yeah, and with the bans out of the way, SPARKLYFAIRY opting out of the Nomad 1, the tapping, speedy sort of map, and the DT3, whereas MALTESER, we just don't like hiddens around here.
He does not like his hiddens, and I think avoiding those more gimmicky, technical reading picks is definitely something he should be doing against Humster here, because that is definitely where Humster will be a lot more comfortable. But yeah, no, Humster banning the two main tapping focused picks is no shockers there.
But straight into another tapping pick that is left in the pool, the DT2 Invasion, going to be the first map coming up from MALTESER. I think this is a very wise decision. One I think we both could say we can expect.
Oh yeah, no, this is. I mean, if he wasn't going to play it now, it was going to get played at some point.
Yeah.
It's an inevitable pick for MALTESER. It's an inevitable win for MALTESER, you might say.
Yep.
I'm open to being proved wrong, but this is very much MALTESER's skill set, very much not Humster's skill set. So I think we're going to start off pretty standardly with a comfort pick for MALTESER to get himself eased into the match, and I think we're probably going to see a similar thing happening with Humster, where he's going to pick his sort of, comfortable starter just to get himself on the board and get the ball rolling.
Yeah, and if this is your first time joining the bracket stage, watching one of the streams, this map pool is obviously way more difficult than the qualifiers pool.
Yes.
There are more maps in the pool too, with the inclusion of 2 bans per player. First to 5. So this can be over before you know it if it's a stump. I don't know if this match is going to be a stump because both these players are very well versed in their own skill sets. But we do need to get through it one map at a time. MALTESER, DT2, already slight lead in the back of SPARKLYFAIRY, missing on the intro. With much lower accuracy too, but yeah, things aren't looking too good. But it's still early days, right? 2 minutes, 44 seconds. There is plenty time to get back into it, but Sparkly Fairy just not having a good time whatsoever. Maybe it's the AR, maybe it's the OD, maybe it's just the patterns. But it hits the speed just fine.
We are getting into a bit more of a pickup. We're out of the slow beginning. You're going to see most of the skill difference here just in the accuracy alone. I mean, sort of, Malteser seeing a nice, comfortable 95, while Sparkly Fairy really just, like, fighting for 80 at this point. You know, you can see what I mean when I say it. This is Malteser's pick. He was winning this. He knew he was winning this. Humster's fine not winning this.
Yeah.
It was bound to happen. He can only ban 2 maps. If he could ban a third, he would have banned this, you know?
Yeah. And it's like, if you're forced to ban the Nomad 1, the Hard Rock 3, I think it was as well. DT3. Then there are still way more tapping maps in the pool to go. So
you get 2 bans, and it sounds like, you know, you're getting rid of like a lot of maps there, because you're getting rid of 2 maps for a skill set you really don't like. But even when you do that, there's still a few more.
Yeah,
you can never get rid of a skill set completely.
Still enough.
Which I think is great. Like, this pool has done a decent job of, you know, showing that, you know, even if you have the ability to ban out most of a skill set, you're still not going to get rid of it completely. Your opponent is still going to have a chance to take you on those maps. And there's a lot of maps with a lot of overlap that mean that, you know, you can think, oh, well, I can play this bit, but if he's really good at that skill set, you know, it's not happening.
And this map is just brutal, though. Malteser does eventually lose that full combo, but it's way too late in the map for any sort of recovery. Less than the quarter left to go. And this is honestly just a pretty good showing from Malteser here. This is a good map to really ease into the match, build up that confidence, and just sell yourself into the tournament. Yeah. Whereas Sparkly Fairy, you have to let it go. You know, like you kind of know you're not going to win this pick. You have to just forget about it. Honestly, go into your next one and start from there.
Honestly, yeah, going second, picking second, allows you to get all your nerves out on a map you know you're not going to win. Because, I mean, you sort of watch that map, it's all over the place. You're going left, right, center, you know, tapping all over the place. You're going to be shaking. This is a great way to get that energy out, and that will lend to, if he wants to pick a steadier, sort of, maybe more reading focused map. I mean, I think, yeah, we still have No Mod 5 available.
Yeah.
I was expecting this to get banned basically every single match. So I kind of hope we get to see it, because No Mod 5 is the silly map, I think I'll call it. It's the fun map, grid map to reading. So I would expect Sparkly Fairy to pick that against Malteser.
Yeah, very awkward map.
Very awkward.
Very, very awkward.
As awkward as it gets.
But no, Malteser getting 800k.
Yeah,
no. Or just shy of 800k on the very first map.
Very good start.
DT2, yeah. And that just goes to show, right? If C10 is getting 800k on the bracket pool, and this is round of 16, and yes,
No Mod 5.
As you said, No Mod 5. Correctly predicted. Sparkly Fairy wasting no time. This is it. This is where you need to bounce back, get that point back that you just lost on the DT2, and as the maps start dwindling out of the map pool, it's going to get closer and closer, because both players are going to be picking their comfort maps,
there's
only so many.
Yeah, once we get into those less comfortable picks, it's, ooh, I might be more comfortable than him, but am I actually, you know, it becomes close, it becomes unclear who could actually win them. With this pick, though, this is such a... If you think about the pool, you know, you're getting more technical as you go up the numbers, right? No Mod 5 is the only 5 we have in the entire pool. This is pure gimmick, pure reading, perfect stats. There is a bit of an aim element to it, because there is some awkward aim in amongst this, hidden in the reading, in the density.
This is a map that needs practice.
This is, oh yeah, you do not sight read this.
Yeah.
Unless you're Plasma.
Hopefully no one's sight reading this pool. The No Mod 5 is brutal, and there's a very, very clear display of that right now. This map is only 1:50, right? This is a short map, and it's in the map pool because of its difficulty. AR 8.5 No Mod with, like you said, the perfectly stacked notes.
Yeah.
All these new combos as well. It just makes it so tricky to read, and Malteser actually now in the lead on Sparkly Fairy's pick, but it's only by 25k.
He's put his time in with this. He's starting to... I know it's only 100 combo, but in a map like this, that is a combo. You know, that makes a lot of a difference. He is showing a lot of comfort on this that I think we weren't expecting, and it's running away from Sparkly Fairy now. Malteser actually showing significantly more comfort than Sparkly Fairy.
Yeah, Malteser actually hitting. I mean, very, very close to missing
Hitting
there, but
these patterns.
still
I mean,
hitting it. Oh,
finally
okay.
dropping a miss, but he has done the damage. The map is over. This map is less than 2 minutes. That is it.
Wow.
Malteser with a pretty confident victory there. He's not here to mess around. He's here to absolutely see how far he can go and breakpoint immediately.
Yeah, and you gotta think, right? Is this Sparkly Fairy's best map? Maybe they were just playing bad. Maybe this is just one of their
Maybe trying to
picks.
gauge sort of, you know, where Malteser sits in the gimmick space.
Because if you're Sparkly Fairy right now, right, and you think this is your best pick, and then you immediately lose it by almost triple the miscount, that's gotta be
that's
a
the
little
thing.
bit scary.
There's a mental aspect there that you have to worry about of like, oh, he beat me on the map I want. Oh, it's over. It's not over. Keep playing. You've got so many more maps to pick from. You've got to keep that mental going,
Yes.
because if you let it get away from you, that will like make you lose. No matter how much better you are than your opponent, if your mental is completely destroyed by one pick, and that's such a thing you have to think about alongside the fact you're at a LAN trying to ignore your distractions around you, all the lights and the sounds and the people, and there's so many things you have to focus on here. And Malteser actually back-to-back on more technical maps, picking No Mod 4 against Sparkly Fairy, thinking, oh, he struggled with that. Okay, I'm going to pick another technical map. Come on, then.
And this is the thing, right? The point difference. Okay, so it's first to 5. If Malteser wins this pick right now, Sparkly Fairy will be down 0-3.
Yeah.
That sounds like a lot, but it's only one breakpoint.
Yeah, no.
All Sparkly needs is to win 1 point that Malteser picks.
And 2 of his own.
And obviously his own picks, and it'll be even. Dead even. So it's not as bad as it looks. It's still very much recoverable.
Absolutely. We've seen wilder things happen on the Epic LAN stage. It is definitely possible to reverse sweep. But Shah, this is an interesting map, a much older map. One of the first to do this kind of slide attack, and I was talking to Bullman about this map, and his opinion of this is that people have forgotten about it.
Yeah.
And so they don't remember how to play it properly. And he said, you know, there is a way to play it that makes it so you can be more comfortable. And I'm wondering if these players know how to play this map, you know, have spent the time with it to understand it better. Sparkly Fairy off to a decent start. Malteser not far behind, only dropping 1 miss. Similar accuracy. Sparkly Fairy actually, as I say that, unfortunately, trading off a miss. And now the score is going to be very close to the center.
Yeah, and with a 4-minute long map, these combos, they can add up fast if there's a big disparity, but right now, almost dead to right even. But no, Sparkly Fairy does go down in the end, but still so close on the back of the accuracy.
That combo from Malteser, that is
starting to build up.
We're at 400. I mean, Caster Cursed on full throttle today.
It was bad yesterday. It was really bad yesterday.
No, you don't want Caster Cursed in qualifiers, never mind the match.
This is Malteser's pick, right? And this is, you know, we were expecting tapping.
Yeah.
Right, but on the back of the No Mod 5 performance, I think he probably just felt much more comfortable, much more eager to go straight into No Mod 4. Maybe an unexpected for Sparkly Fairy himself as well.
Yeah.
And that can really throw you off.
Yeah, I think if Malteser sees that he wins No Mod 5, he might think, ooh, I'm going to take away what he thinks is a comfort pick, and then he's left with things he can't play, and I can pick whatever I want.
Yeah.
Which is like, yeah, that's not a bad strategy, especially when you've got that extra bit of lead. You know, you've got that space to maybe make some riskier picks, maybe see what you can do, see what you can work with. And right now it's paying off barely. We've got a 30k point difference halfway through the map, still a couple minutes to go. Plenty of combo to be had that could absolutely swing this score one way or the other. Both players very even at the 3 to 400 range right now, so...
And with the combo built up, right?
Yeah.
All it takes is 1 miss right at the end of this break, and the other player can just take it away with that huge combo. So really, right now, it's a case of who misses first, and is the other player capable of holding on for just a bit longer? And Malteser going to be the first one to do that. Before the drop evens, So SPARKLYFAIRY now has the combo. Just needs to hold on for a little bit. Malteser misses again.
Finally
but does lose it and just not hold on for long enough to get that score back.
Both players now in the midst of the Ki, starting to drop these combos on these sliders, not quite aiming them properly. They're missing at the same points. And right now, it's basically just an accuracy lead for Malteser that's doing all the work. That extra 2% is probably that 20k difference.
Yeah, but the score lead has shrunken overall since the break. It was at 30,000, now it's down to 25. It was down to 20 earlier, but I think it's just all the shakiness, the misses, the 100s and whatnot. But there is still definitely time to make a recovery, but
you gotta lock in now.
Yeah, it needs to be now. So with Malteser getting the combo at the very end, it does not seem like that is going to happen.
Dropping into a slightly slower section towards the end here, and I think we can safely say that's 3 points for Malteser.
3 points.
But
this is what we were expecting, though.
No, it's not what we were expecting, but it's not been 3 absolute decimations. We've had, obviously the first point was, you know, very clear cut. We were expecting that. But the last 2 have been pretty, like, you know, ooh. You know,
yeah, as we start playing more into
it's closer than it looks.
Can play.
It's closer than it looks. 0 misses.
0 misses.
Slider map, many such cases.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. You don't end up getting very many misses when you're just slider breaking everywhere.
This very well could have been an accuracy game.
I think it was, honestly. I think the accuracy is what made the difference for Malteser there. That extra 2% for an extra 20k score, it's about right. You know, this is what we expect to see. And now we're back to Humster to see if he can find anything. He's got you know, the whole pool to work from. Just depends what he thinks he can work it on. And Hidden 1, yeah, I think take Malteser to Hidden.
Yeah, and I mean the fact that Malteser has banned 2 out of the 3 Hiddens, I think is a very clear sign that he is just not feeling good.
He's not a fan of
Hidden. He is not feeling good on Hidden. He is not liking just Hidden in general. Maybe he's not good at Hidden. Whatever it is, SPARKLYFAIRY trying to abuse or exploit that weakness and going straight into the Hidden 1, which could be argued to be the easier Hidden map, right? It's less gimmicky. It's more just...
It's a lot more straightforward than Hidden 2 and Hidden 3. But it's still, if you're not someone who is comfortable with sort of the stylings that Hidden maps tend to have, you know, in slot pooling, you tend to have a certain style with Hidden maps. So Hidden ones are going to look a lot different from no-mod ones, even without the modification. And you can see that here. It's that kind of, like, weird aim. It's still mechanically strong, but, you know, it's not quite comfortable, and it's to play into the fact that you're playing with Hidden to make it seem, you know, it's more difficult that way.
And just the addition of Hidden alone makes it just that little extra bit harder. And considering the fact that we have no just raw aim maps in the Nomad pool, if you want to play just raw aim, you're going to need to play into the mods.
You gotta play harder, you gotta play Hidden, you gotta play with modifications, which again, it removes that layer of comfort, because when you're just playing raw aim on no mod, it's a lot more comfortable than when you've got these smaller circles, or you've got, you know, this disappearing circles kind of in weird positions. And Malteser actually currently showing way more comfort than Humster is. Accuracy and combo lead. Has Malteser missed yet, actually? I don't know.
He's not, no. This is FC so far.
We're already a third of the way into the map. I mean, this is 3.5 minutes, pretty standard. Humster's going to need to, you know, sort of get his teeth into this pretty quickly if he wants to catch up score-wise, because Malteser's score is going to continue to build as that very big combo keeps going up. We're already at 600 now, and Humster is 500 combo behind. And dropping another miss is not what he wants.
It's just not slowing down anytime soon. Malteser approaching 700 combo halfway through the map, and finally goes down, but after banking 270,000 score, already just way far ahead of SPARKLYFAIRY. And SPARKLYFAIRY just cannot build up that combo whatsoever, missing on the entire stream. If they want to actually win this map, they're going to need to combo the rest of the map.
Then they need to combo the rest of the map, and Malteser's going to need to drop some accuracy. Like, that's genuinely how it's going to have to be. But, I mean, Humster sitting under 93 AC, just barely above, you know, with only 100 combo, and only a third of the map left to go. I mean, it's possible, but it's not looking good. Looking less good the more he drops.
Yeah, that's a
struggling
place where
lot
you
with
need
the accuracy.
to not miss. Malteser actually missing quite a lot at that slower section, so maybe it's just the nerves after getting such a high combo, but Sparkly Fairy really had to build on top of that, but just unable to, and I just really don't think there's any time whatsoever, especially after that miss. And it looks like it's going to be 4-0.
It's not looking good for Humster here, and it's Malteser's pick next. Malteser's pick of the bunch, and he has some options to choose from. I mean, he still has the No Mod 2. He still has 2 DT picks available to him. You know, this is what I said. You know, he was taking those riskier options because it means that when he gets to a point where he is about to win, he can go, right, here we go, and just close it out, and that's it.
And yeah, as that comes to a close, there's barely any patches remaining. I mean, Malteser can just kind of stop playing at this point, and
that would, if anyone was going to do it in this bracket, it would be Malteser. He'd pick up a pint instead. But yeah, wow, 4-0, 150k point lead as well. I mean, Malteser is really showing that actually, yeah, no, I might have seeded lower yesterday, but maybe I wasn't playing as good, maybe I didn't like that pool as much. I'm an OWC player.
Yeah.
I am here to win. I will do what I need to do.
He's really just saying like, oh, you think I'm a tapping player?
Yeah.
Here you go. I could do aim.
I know it's great to see him performing at this level, and it makes me excited for the next few matches. You know, like seeing where he'll end up with that. I
think this is already an upset.
Technically, so on the seeding.
Yeah. So based on seeding. Seed 10 is currently 4-0 up against Seed 7. Now, don't get me wrong, if Malteser can get 4 points in a row, so can Sparkly Fairy.
Yep.
But Malteser is looking unstoppable right now, and it's his pick.
Yeah, and he's picked No Mod 3, interestingly. None of the maps I mentioned.
Totally avoiding the Hard Rock. We don't like Hard Rock.
That checks out. I'm surprised Sparkly Fairy didn't pick into Hard Rock, if I'm honest. I feel like that was a space where he could get the edge against Malteser, because there's a lot there that is very aim heavy, very aim dependent, and as far as I know, Humster is quite a solid Hard Rock player.
Yeah.
Whereas Malteser, he can play Hard Rock. He definitely can. You know, he still is a very, very good player. But that if you're going to exploit anything, you know, that's where you're going.
Yeah.
And meanwhile, now we haven't even touched the Hard Rock pool. We're going into No Mod 3. Potentially the last point of the match. I mean, it's match point for Malteser. And I think what we have seen here is Humster is very, very good, but I think the skill cap of the height of this pool reaches up what we were saying earlier with
huge
the fact
increase.
It's definitely quite a good increase. I think it's just above where Sparkly Fairy sits comfortably, and that's what's laying him down at the moment. It's just outside that range. Whereas Malteser, this is, you know, he, like I said, playing OWC, he plays harder pools than this regularly, so it's nothing new to him, and that means that he can get his bearings on it, get good scores, figure out where he needs to be. That being said, dropping a miss at the start of this No Mod 3, only 2 minutes long, so that can actually make a difference. This is a short map, so all the combo does matter a lot more than usual.
Oh. Yeah, finding a lot more misses, and Sparkly Fairy, you kind of feel like you haven't got much to lose at this point, right? Like, you know you're 0-4 down. There is some sort of mentality that could be going on, like, okay, the nerves are gone because you don't really care about winning if you don't think you're going to win.
Yeah.
Right? So then you can just relax and just enjoy the game,
and
play
then
the game.
Suddenly,
and then suddenly you can do this.
Yeah, because you're relaxed. If you let yourself relax, if those nerves are gone, you can finally start to build those combos. I mean, missed at 400 combo. He's 100,000 points up.
Yeah.
Because this is such a short map. We're already halfway through. He's got a 3% ath lead. Don't count him out yet. Don't count him out.
And the other could be said for Malteser. I mean, he's 4 points up. Because it's a LAN environment, he could maybe be more nervous because he knows he's about to win. Like, don't choke, you know, don't throw away. And he's found so many misses already. Sparkly Fairy goes down again, but that large combo at the very start of the map, with only a quarter map left to go, this looks like Sparkly Fairy is going to get their first point on the board. There's less than 30 seconds of map remaining.
Yeah, I mean, the accuracy has dropped as we got into sort of the more technical, weird tapping sections towards the end here, but, I mean, still comfortably in the lead for Sparkly Fairy. Actually, building more of a lead, it seems. Gone up from 100 to 130k. And yeah, he's not out. Just because it's the first point on the board doesn't mean there's not more to come.
And this was Malteser's pick.
This was Malteser's pick. This is a break point.
So, that's 1 of 2 breakpoints needed.
Yep.
And if we're assuming that Malteser's been picking the maps that he's most comfortable on, which would be a bit strange because no mod 4 pick, right?
Yes, yes.
But if we're assuming that, then that means the pool should get easier for Sparkly Fairy to get points on Malteser's picks.
Yes. No, I do think that Malteser has been avoiding his most comfortable picks so that he has guarantees as he goes into the end. I think he thought maybe he could get a sort of a silly little, like, oh, I'll beat you on your best pick kind of map there. Didn't work out, dropped a point. But he's still got, you know, another pick. At least one. He has 1 more pick in this match. I know you sort of look at the score and you're like, oh, he must have like 3 picks left. No, he has 1 pick left. That's it. And Sparkly Fairy, as I said, going into the Hard Rock. Hard Rock 3, we're making it funky now.
We are, in fact, making it funky now. This map is very jank. I guess we can just say jank.
Jank
right?
is a good word.
We are literally making it funky.
I think that yeah, no, that exactly. We're taking someone. Worth has gone into the mapper and just gone, right, let me get funky with it.
Yeah, exactly.
And this has come out.
Let's make it funky now on Make It Funky Now. And this, I mean, this song is really good, right? You can listen to the song and fully understand exactly what's going to be coming up.
Oh yeah, no. This you can hear the strange patterns from all the sampling and the weird little noises that are being made. It's. I mean, I think Dan likes having this kind of song in the Hard Rock 3 pool. I mean, we had Ain't Nothing Like a Funky Beat a couple epics ago. You know, in the Hard Rock 3 slot, by far the hardest map in the bracket, but he didn't care because it was fun. Because it was funky. It's funky, and that is something that I think Dan definitely, Bullman definitely abides by, is that it has to be balanced, but it has to be fun. You got to have some bangers in there, and I think this is definitely one of the examples of this is going to be a banger, more so than caring about the balance as much.
I definitely agree about that Hard Rock 3 slot. He loves to just put this type of music in that slot because it just
lends
works.
Well. It lends well to the slot. You know, that sort of really hard technical mechanics where it's just relentless. I mean, this isn't that shot. You know, speaking of, like, you know, Ain't Nothing Like a Funky Beat, that was a 4-minute map of just constant patterning. This is only 2 minutes. It's a shorter map, so you know it is constant and in your face, but it's not for as long. So if you can hold that stamina, hold that strength through those couple minutes, you can really do something magical here. And it's actually Malteser showing the most comfort so far. I mean, Hard Rock, you know, it does take a bit of time to adjust at the beginning. You know, that more difficult overall difficulty, you know, the small circles. You got to really sort of hone in on what you're playing, and I think Humster has done that. You know, struggled at the start, but starting to... both players missing on the exact same slider there. And right now, it's entirely a lead of accuracy. 5% accuracy lead for Malteser.
Going back to talking about how funky this map is, right? These sliders, do not underestimate them, right? You need to aim them all perfectly. And seeing that both players missed on that slider, making sure that you're on all the slider ticks is crucial, especially in Score V2.
Oh, yeah.
Where you get punished heavily for that. Sparkly Fairy now actually has a lot more combo than Malteser. Malteser misses a very bad time now. Sparkly Fairy has a huge combo advantage. Quarter of map remaining. He needs to combo.
Yeah, he needs to hold this. The accuracy difference is going to let him down if he drops his combo, so he needs this almost barely. There's only 10,000 points in it, but Malteser holding a slight combo lead, letting it build back up. There's so little of the map left. I don't think it's possible. I think if he hadn't slider broke there, that was his. He had that, and it would have been a 2-4, but instead, we're going to be saying Malteser has won this point and this match 5-1. And, you know, the score, you know, it says, this wasn't a very close match. This was a close match. A lot of those points, it could have gone to Humster, you know. He was doing very well, but Malteser just comfortably edging out.
Okay. Turns out we are doing an interview with the winner of this match,
Malteser.
but
Does he know that?
I don't know the plan. I assume Yaz probably said something.
I was informed there would be some kind of interview. I'm hoping Malteser knows, because knowing him, he's probably gone to the bar to get a pint after winning that. Okay, cool. I think he has been told, so we'll just wait for him to run over. That was a very good match.
This was actually a very interesting match, right? Because we were expecting Malteser, let's go tapping, and Sparkly Fairy, okay. Oh, sorry, other way around. Tapping and speed, but we did not get that whatsoever. We got Malteser himself picking into tapping against aim, sorry, into Sparkly Fairy's seemingly stronger skill set, and still just dominating, still just winning.
How did that match? I mean, going into that match, you must have had sort of expectations of how that was going to go. Did that sort of live up to what you were expecting, or did what were you expecting?
I mean, when he picked that number 5, I was kind of expecting to lose it, but then, I mean, I guess practice paid off because I was using just normal gamma when I was practicing it.
Yeah.
And then come match time, I turned down that gamma and increased my score by 200k.
Yeah. No, don't tell Peppy.
No, it's still within limits.
Yeah.
I think the limit's like 0.6.
We were saying sort of, we were expecting you to pick the tapping map first, and then Humster to come in with a gimmick map, and it's like, yeah, okay, he's probably going to win this, and then it was like, oh no, Malteser is looking a lot more comfortable on this than we were expecting.
I mean, if you check the leaderboards, I do have a 400 combo on it.
Wow, yeah. I mean, so what about in terms of sort of later into the match? Because there was some more stranger picks. You picked No Mod 4 and No Mod 3. Were those just
I
for
just
fun?
felt like playing it, yeah.
You just felt like playing it? Yeah.
And I always had that DT1 banked.
Exactly. That's what I was saying. You had a couple. You had the No Mod 2, you had the DT1, you had a few picks where if you were feeling nervous, you could jump onto those converts. So it's interesting to see you picking sort of the more maps we were expecting Humster to pick, like the technical with the No Mod 4. I mean, and then winning. It's winning. I mean, there were some close points in there. It was definitely possible for it to win. I mean,
Number 4's pretty close.
It was very close.
I saw that he got 0 misses, and I was like, oh damn, I actually got away with it.
Yeah.
I'm assuming he got bus slided a bunch, just like me.
He was slider breaking a lot throughout the map. Yeah, he was struggling to build a combo.
Those sliders are like so brutal, especially with the reverse, the fast reverse ones.
What do you think? I mean, so you won this match. What do you think going into your next match? I mean, I don't know who you're against.
Sync.
Are you against Sync?
I'm sitting next to him.
How do you feel with that in your mind? Like how that could possibly be going? What's your expectation for that match?
Worst case, I just kick his chair.
You are at LAN. You are sat next to your opponent, so you can trash talk, or I mean, physical violence not tolerated.
I'm at a slight disadvantage because I'm using open back headphones.
Right, okay.
And he's using closed back headphones, so if he starts screaming, I can hear exactly what he's saying.
I'm sure someone will let you borrow the headphones.
No, it's fine.
Okay.
I prefer playing it like this.
But yeah. Any other thoughts on the match and how that went? Anything?
I mean, I put up decent scores.
It was a fun match to watch, I will say. It was very good. And it was good seeing you, playing to that form that you are known for. You did well. You set some good scores. You don't have to FC the map to have a good score.
No, but the first map, I forgot what it's called. The song was so quiet. I couldn't hear the song for some reason.
Okay. Well, I think that's going to cut it. Thank you very much for the interview. Good luck with your next match against Sync.
Yeah, I'll beat him.
I think that... What time is the next match? I think it's 2 p.m.?
Yeah, 2 p.m.
Yeah, so in about 25 minutes, we're going to seeing the next match, which I think is Velcro Shoes versus Burning John, or Maniovet, as he's otherwise known. Make sure to check in then, but for now, you got a little bit of a break. We'll see you then. Thank you very much.
See ya. Thank you.